their thing, man. So, yeah,
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Now let's go back a little bit
yeah,
from the beginning. What was it like? Because you grew up in St. Louis, correct? You were born
yeah,
right there.
yeah.
What was it like for you? Uh, what was that? What was that like for you growing up?
I grew up pretty sheltered. I mean, I grew up in Ferguson, but like it was, I grew up like really, really sheltered in life. So, like my parents are pastors and that sort of thing. We actually lived on a cul-de-sac. Uh, I remember I would be, getting my friends and stuff involved in like my little Star Wars fantasies and stuff like that. So I mean, I had a great childhood. Honestly, it was a really legit childhood, and but I always thought I would be wanting to do music. So I grew up like legitimately wanting to get into music. I learned piano actually pretty late, so I started learning piano around 15. You know, but that's something I fell in love with, and I thought I would do that like for the rest of my life. But then it kind of evolved into film because of the storytelling capabilities and things of that nature, and just kind of went up to yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm still doing it. So yeah, but for me, growing up was like legit. Again, I grew up in a pretty conservative household. Like we didn't watch, I couldn't watch rated R movies or that sort of thing. But other than that, it was a great childhood, man. Legit.
And you were you don't have any siblings, correct?
No, I have four siblings.
Oh,
I'm the
four.
oldest.
The
Yes,
oldest.
I'm the
Wow,
oldest. Yeah.
man, I bet there's some stories with that. The
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
we are very competitive, or
Not really, no. I think all of us had like our different things that we wanted to do. So we weren't competitive or anything like that. We actually all for the most I mean we all got along, what I'm saying? Like those are my brothers, those are my sisters. We all went to school together. The youngest one is 8 years younger than me. I'm 24, so he just turned 16. But then there's three others in the middle.
wow,
One is in the Air Force. Another one actually has a really good job downtown. And then there's one who is 20, who is thinking about joining the Air Force right now too. So, but other than that, man, like I have some great siblings. It's just amazing to see like everybody just kind of do them and do their thing. But that's on my mom's side. On my dad's side, I have four siblings too. So I'm
wow.
not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not the oldest. I'm not the oldest, but yeah, they doing their thing too, bro. Like it's crazy. Like everybody's pursuing something, or they're just real focused on grinding and living. So
Wow.
yeah.
So, which brings me to your parents. What kind of parents did you have? What kind of work were they doing, and
hmm
what were they involved in?
Growing up,
Yeah.
or yeah. So my parents were like the best parents that you could ever. I think every outside of what I currently see, like religion and things of that nature. We'll get to that in a bit, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
outside of that, bro, like they were the best. I mean, they were super supportive. When I said I wanted to do music, like they got me a piano teacher, you know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
supported me every single endeavor. But my mom, she did accounting growing up, and then my dad, well, I call him my dad, but it's my stepdad actually. So he had some odd jobs when they initially met, but eventually like started a church, and the church like started to grow, so he was like, he was able to get paid off of that. So and then now my mom, they both just work for the church like full time. That's what they do.
Wow.
So yeah,
So they have a little bit of that entrepreneurial. I always say you have being a
a
pastor is
little bit.
one of
I
the
don't know about a lot.
one of the yeah, one of the tough. Yeah, I should say I rephrase that a lot. Yeah, because running a church is one of the most. I think it's one of the hardest things to do. It's because you're not just you're dealing with a lot. You're dealing with people. So
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. You're dealing with people, and then but it was cool. I mean, when I Well, my dad started the church back in 2009. I was a freshman in high school. So, I mean, I played the piano, dude. I edited his sermons. That's how I learned how to like get into production a little bit
Oh
was
wow.
through that. Yeah, so I edited sermons. I would do like little promo trailers and stuff on, Movie Maker and like I said, like I would be singing too. I mean, I can't sing now, but I used to be able to sing really good. I used to be able to sing really good, and my siblings and stuff, like we were all like involved in the success of the church, man. So my brothers would be filming with the cameras and all kind of stuff, man. Like we were all involved in that way. That's really how I got my training in a lot of aspects, really. My public speaking training came through the church, you know what I'm saying? Like my
Wow.
editing skills and all that came through the church, and my music, like my ear, being able to catch on to, like if somebody sings something or whatever, I could literally just sit at the piano and, not to brag, but I could sit at the piano and just pick it up, like just play it. You know what I'm saying? So that all came through the church, bro. And so
Wow.
I had an extremely supportive like childhood that really fostered an environment for like success, to be quite honest. Yeah.
It's amazing how that happens. Did you so early on, if I heard you correctly,
Mm.
so music was your first love? Is that what you thought you wanted to be when you got older? A
Yeah,
musician?
man. I wanted to make beats, bro. I wanted to yeah, I wanted to make beats. I wanted to write songs for people. I wanted to do scores for movies and all of that. And I used to actually, like my high school orchestra, I used to write music for my high school orchestra to play,
Wow.
that sort of thing. So I thought I was all in on music, and then it just kind of shifted gears a little bit to the filmmaking aspects. Am I a little dark? I feel like I'm a little dark. I'm probably a little dark, huh?
Uh,
That's a little
I
bit.
was thinking that for a second. Yeah, you.
I am.
Definitely, that's a little
Here,
bit, a lot better light.
give me 1 second. I'll be right
Yeah.
back. Hey. I changed the shower head and had a bath with it. It was
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
shooting all the
shooting.
way out to here.
Cause I'm like, what's that spraying in my face?
Yeah.
So I tried to seal up any of the. I glued some spots and put some tape up.
You everyone who's
Okay.
watching now, all four viewers, everyone watching.
Okay.
My name
Yeah,
is Aaron.
sure. Thank you.
David Kirkman over here doing our interview. Oh, I'm gonna turn off my do not disturb, so hopefully no one calls me. And
Me too. All right. So yeah, I got some weird lighting going on here. Let's see. I'm in my bedroom, so I'm not trying to show you all this. It's kind of messy.
yeah, we'll have to see all your secrets.
There's literally nothing in here except if I switch my camera, I'll switch my camera around. Let's see. There's my vision board. Yeah. This is kind of messy. It's my desk, bro.
Got the brush,
So that's yeah.
wave cap in there somewhere.
No, I'm working. I'm losing my hair, bro. No wave cap, just for the beard.
Tell me
Just for
about
the
it. That's
beard.
why I just cut it all off, man. That's a whole nother conversation though. So
Well, hopefully this is better.
yeah, much better. But
Okay, cool. I was looking kind of dark, bro.
you don't look
damn.
as
See,
like
bro, you see nothing but teeth, man. Like,
I could actually
yeah.
you don't blend in with the shirt as much now.
Migos. Okay.
So you were saying got into film, yeah. So you started out thinking music was going to be it. Then you got into film based on like just the experiences that you had at your church and doing things for your dad and your mom, their church. And so you went, and then for high school, so you went to McClure,
McClure.
South Berkeley?
No, just McClure.
McClure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Comets. Yeah, it's the regular
Yeah.
McClure.
Yeah.
And then the reason why I know that, for those watching, I grew up in St. Louis too, so I'm familiar with that area.
Right.
Shout out to Florissant, Hazelwood, Ferguson, all those areas out there, North County. So you went there, and kind of tell me about that transition of that whole time, and then eventually going to what was it, Parkway North, I believe you told me.
Yeah. So
and just that whole time, what was that like?
Yeah.
Leading into college.
So it was so interesting, man, because uh,